Hi, my name's Anthony Miller. The purpose of this little demonstration is to take data from two Excel sheets within a file and to produce a report in a single sheet of the same file where there are two tables, one above the other. And the problem that's being addressed here is that doing that usually means that the top report cannot change in length. It has to always be the same, and we're going to do it so that the length of the report will change and the report underneath it will move up and down the sheet, so it's always just underneath without being deleted and without the first report coming up with an error message saying you can't have another report underneath. So this is what it will look like when it's finished. Here we've got the first one outputting Fred and a phone number, and underneath product list and descriptions from a separate sheet. Here is the contact sheet from where Fred's details come. There's Fred. And then the product sheet here simple test data. So you've got two sheets and a reports sheet. So now I'm going to create a new file, blank workbook, so there's no cheating, and I'm going to, I hope, borrow the test data from the other file, which is just hiding behind here. So we've got one sheet that's called contacts, contact name and phone number. Right click, copy, pop that into the products sheet. Let's go back to Zoom so I can see what I'm doing. Paste, just picking up all the test data at once. Copy, so I can now close that file. No, I don't want to save the changes. Sheet 1 here will be the reports sheet, so sheet 2, we'll just pop in the really want Unicode text, but it doesn't matter. And then this is the sheet, the data for the second sheet. Paste. Yeah. So this one's called contacts. It's got the phone numbers in. This one is the products sheet. It's not a necessity to give them names, but it makes reading everything that comes later easier. Sheet 1, well, that'll be the reports or tables sheet. Going to save it as a file called product contact, I suppose. File, save as PRODUCTCON, product contact. There's one there called contact products. It's the same piece of work done previously. So now we've got three sheets: contacts, products and reports, and we're going to put two tables into here, starting with data from other sources. This is the key here from Microsoft Query. Not a very popular function, but I quite like it. Finding it very effective at the moment in these days of pivot tables and Power Pivot, both of which I'm enthusiastic about. So from Microsoft Query, and we had to save the file so that it would be on disk in order to be able to query it. That's why I saved the file. And the file name once saved is important because it will be built in to this query, which will all be point and click. So here we have select workbook, and it was product contact, wasn't it, this one here. So click OK. There's the contact sheet, so we'll have contact name and phone number. This is just for one report, remember. So this is the contacts report coming up. We're not going to filter it, not at this point anyway. No, we're not going to sort it either. Return the data to Microsoft Excel. Yep. Where? A1. We actually want it to go to A2 because we're going to put a heading in at A1. There it is. And the heading, contact and product reports. Perhaps give that a capital C. Now, second report, we will locate, say, down there. So that process, again, we repeat it. It's actually now done. Zoom to selection. Contact name, phone number, list them. Simple enough so far. Ordinarily, if you tried to put another table underneath this and then created filters, as this went up and down, there would be a gap between the table below, because this is all the contents of this table, and the table below would not rise up the screen. And that's what we're about to demonstrate. So I'll put the cursor down at A14. Data from other sources. MS query. Choose data source type is Excel files. OK. Bring this dialog down from up there. And again, it's this file that we're using, product contact XLSX. Can be XLS. You can do this with Excel going back many, many years. Product, I clicked that bit without selecting the individual. I just click it once with the whole sheet selected, and they all come across. Description and product. So if there were 50 field names, they would all come across on pressing that, provided only the sheet name there is highlighted. Click next, next, next. Return to data to Excel, yes. Asking where to put it, A14. I think I'd rather go A15 or 16. Let's say we're going to have 2 rows of a gap. OK, there it is. Now, at this juncture, see if I can get this to zoom a little bit. View, zoom to selection. Now at this point, I'm going to choose a name from this list, say George. And OK, and immediately we have our solution illustrating itself very nicely. We've got contact name, phone number, just George, 2 rows, and of course you could put headings, subtitles, or whatever you wanted in here. 14 and 15 are not going to be destroyed by what goes on in the table above. And 2 rows beneath George we have got the second table, which we could also filter if we wanted to. It's as simple as that, really. Now if I go and change something in, say, the products, let's change matte, wherever it is, to cat matte. Not very good at thinking of names. Cat matte. It's not changed yet. Up here in the data menu, choose refresh all. Instantly cat matte appears here. So, and I haven't saved the file apart from the first time. So I think that's pretty good. I think we'll stop there. My name's Anthony Miller.